Assalamu alaikum everyone. So basically, if you're really destined for greatness, you will get the greatness. But in this video, let's actually mark where the end of your greatness really is going to be, because you may actually not be destined for greatness. And I've talked about how we have a move up and we are still finding resistance right now. A lot of people are saying, yeah, it's dumping, and I mean, of course, it doesn't surprise me after making all this move up if you do come down a little bit. So it's not a big deal. But still, however, this is not really a dump, honestly. This is not a dump. I will just say it's just a consolidation around the resistance level. As I told you before, that's your very big box that you still need to break above. As a matter of fact, you are trying to actually hold it, and you're trying to probably break it and then even move higher. Now at this point of time, it's clear that we're not looking for a move down just yet, unless your destiny gets destroyed at one particular price level that I'm about to mark. So you ready? Now, number one, in order to understand, we do have this one trend line going on. So you can see at the trend line, and we broke below the trend line. So for some reason, now listen to this very carefully. For some reason, I think that just probably there's a psychological game going on. And this psychological game is that, understand that we are moving the prices right at the resistance, okay? And according to how the market has teach people before, it has teach people that anytime you went up here, the market went down. Sometimes I feel like it's important to understand the game here. Like, you touch this area, you move to the downside. You touch it again, you move it down. You touch it here, you move it down. Haven't you already been trained by 3 different touches here that anytime you do that, you go down? What about this time everyone gets swiped away and surprise comes in, and this time you actually start to move up, isn't it? Something very, very similar to what Pepe is basically doing right now. So if I do show you what Pepe is doing, here it is. Okay, so I've been talking about Pepe before, and the last time that I got I got caught by Pepe was that you can see that this move here, this move and this head and shoulder really played out to move to the downside, isn't it? And whatever that move was, whatever this was, it was very, very, very same here. The difference is you were trained that it's gonna go down, but it didn't go down this time, and it actually went the other way around. Do you understand the point here? That's what I'm trying to say. So basically, can we see something very, very, very similar with Ustc, where you probably just think this thing goes down from here, but this time it actually starts to move to the upside, because history doesn't really quite repeat all the time in crypto. Sometimes history just does not repeat itself. History is actually there to maybe manipulate a lot of people. That's maybe a fact. And we've seen such a long accumulation. Listen, because this when the prices were down, this is a very big accumulation, right? You have been looking at people buying down here. That's accumulation zone. So you have enough power to basically even push above here, and the volume also does suggest the volume is incredible. Like, look at this volume, right? Look at that volume. That's the biggest one we've ever seen, the biggest one, right? So if the volume is breaking out and the accumulation is there, so these are the only 2 good things that really gives me a little bit of that confidence we may break up. Now listen up, you still have not break above it. That's the fact. That's the problem. You still have not break above this area. The problem remains that by the end of the day, you are still finding the rejection here. Doesn't really mean that you may not break it in the future, right? You may just consolidate a little bit, people thinking that it's time to open up a short position to go down, and all of a sudden you break up, and then you keep on moving to the upside. May happen. Something like this can actually happen, and it's also realistic. And that's it for this quick update on USDC, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.